The Konnected Radio is the real station for the people.
What's up, y'all? My name is Imaya, your host for Konnected with E. Also,
Nia, aka Nia No Long. Nia, aka Nia No Long. She done switched it up on me a little bit. I'm waiting for my cue. And she done said a whole bunch of other stuff.
You know, this is what happens when we just going right into it. But thank you all. Welcome to Konnected with E. I am Imaya. Like I said again, we're just here to bring some news to Charlotte, the world, just all that above. Bring some local businesses, some people, some artists. Just get the city going and pop it. So yes, we have a special guest today. I know it's a new scene, a new area. Y'all are guests, so y'all are family. But speaking of that, what we got going on first, though?
First, before we get into our special guests and everything, we want to go ahead and shout out a local Black director in the area. You know, once a week we shout out a Black business, Black restaurant, anything Black, anything that is bringing greatness to the area. And our favorite motto is to bring Charlotte to the world and the world to Charlotte. Because Charlotte has so much talent here, and we just want to be able to give it a platform and showcase it. Special shout out to Broderick Russell Jr., who written and produced and directed this film that we're going to go ahead and discuss today, the Opaque. And let's get into it.
And on that note, like she said, we can go ahead and get into it today. We're going to do something different. As you see, we have different setting up. We're not locked in the chairs no more. Now we got big chairs, and you can see our feet and our hair and our nails and whatever. But we're going to keep this show going. And like my other co-host said, the Opaque. We have two special guests here. Shout out, you gentlemen. Mr. Jason Devón and LJ Little. Hello.
Yep. How y'all doing out there? How you guys doing?
I'm excited. Y'all excited?
I'm very excited.
That's nice. That's nice.
You have the deepest voice in here. You sound like.
How old are you? You don't mind me asking.
I'm 14.
14. That's so nice. Y'all remember when y'all was 14? No, that's how old we are. I can't remember. No. That was 44 years ago. I'm just playing. But thank you, gentlemen, so much for coming up. I really do appreciate that. We're going to get in a little bit more just about who you are, the movie, and everything. So y'all ready?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Okay, so real quick, where are you originally from?
Well, Mount Vernon, Alabama. Yeah, I'm a country boy, but
you have the accent well.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
You can't tell?
I thought you was from Nigeria. I see the shoes, the kimono. I'm like, oh, I know you African.
No.
More so like Hollywood, something California, LA.
Close.
Right.
Yeah, Nigeria.
Right. So Mount Vernon, Alabama. Shout out to my people in Alabama. But I've been here in Charlotte since 97. So I am. I've been here for a long time. And so Charlotte is like my second home.
How about you, little LJ?
I was born in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Okay. Shout out to Fayetteville.
And then I moved to Charlotte when I was about, I say, 7 or 8.
Oh, so basically everybody here is a local. That's what it sounds like to me. Y'all are familiar with the city.
Yeah.
And y'all seen it, I'm sure, grown.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
From where are you from?
I'm glad you asked. I've been here since 2008. I'm originally from Dover, Delaware. Y'all know where Delaware is at on the map?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I'm from Delaware, but I've been here since 2008. So I think it's about 16, 17 years. And it's grown so much since I've been here. So I know y'all have seen it just flourish.
Absolutely.
I just had to throw that out there because I love shouting at you.
It's a melting pot. Everybody's
you
from
know,
different spots, but,
and I'm from Charlotte, but who cares? Whoop. All right, we're gonna keep it going. Can I ask you what's the first thing that got y'all into acting, or I'll say what kind of piqued your interest? It's like a slow train. We're gonna slowly but surely get all into it, but I kind of want to get to know y'all real quick before we just hop into it.
Well, I was big on like TV and movies when I was younger. Like a little kid, I would watch all that, and I would feel like I feel like ever since I was little, it was always my dream to like be an actor. And I would just, ever since I was little, I would be asking my mom, like, can I do that? And then I went to like acting camps and other things, went and tried out for a talent agency, did like shows in Florida and stuff, and then started doing commercials.
Okay, that's great. How about you?
Well, honestly, I woke up one day and said, hey, I'm going to try acting. But it really all started when one of my friends who do music reached out to me and asked me to be a love interest in her music video. So that's where my journey begins. She reached out. I said yes. Ended up going to Brooklyn to shoot the video, and the crew, after we was done, they was like, "Wow, do you do this on a regular? Because you did a great job." It was like, we didn't have to give you any direction or anything. And I was like, "Nah, I'm just doing this for a friend." Right. So fast forward, next month came, and I was doing music engineering for Cree Cotton, who she was a part of the group called Sounds of Blackness. Yeah. But anyway, I was doing music engineering for her, and she was needing a love interest for her video. And I was like, okay, yeah, I just did a video, and I was like, I'll do your video too if you want me to. And she was like, of course. So anyway, same thing. I did a great job. The crew was like, man, you should think about doing this for real, for real. So that's when I got with Leon Craig, who's a model and acting coach out of Gastonia. And he kind of groomed me and kind of shaped me to begin my journey. That was in 2002. And so when 2003 came, the beginning of the year, I hit the ground running. I was I was doing modeling. I was doing that mainly. And then I think my first fashion show was in LA. No, it was here in Charlotte, but then I went to the LA Fashion Week. And then there I met this lady named, what's her name? It's slips my mind. Excuse me, Jackie Reed, and she gave me my opportunity to do acting at her agency. And so I'm still with Jackie. She's my manager right now. So pretty much that's how my journey began. Yeah, shout out to Jackie Reed, LAU, Los Angeles. Appreciate the opportunity.
So one thing I kind of peeped that both of y'all have in common, it was just one of those things like I'm gonna do it. Right? It was just one of them things where it's like I'm gonna do it. And I like that. Just I feel like we're in the year of the quarter. I call this the quarter year. It's 2025. I feel like that's everybody. Everybody needs to have that sense of just do it. It might not work out. It might be failed results, but just do it. So I really admire that. I appreciate that. Even with you being so young, I wish I had that courage.
Right.
Yeah. I just I'm gonna stop talking about me though. But how long? How long would y'all say y'all been acting for? Maybe just got a time stamp.
I've been acting 7 years.
7 years? Oh.
Yeah, I started when I was 7. That's when I first started getting acting.
Okay. So he's gonna have an Oscar.
Yeah, that's it.
He has great things. I already put it in this. How about you?
So for me, it's been 2 years and some change. So just dove in the game. 2 years, but my career has skyrocketed ever since I decided that I was going to do this. I've been very fortunate, very blessed and lucky to have the opportunities that I've had, because I know people who's been in the game for 10, 15 years that don't have the opportunity or the opportunities that I have had. So
yeah. Both even a 7 year, a 2 year is years. I just wanted to be a little nosy. So when if they like me, I like to backtrack the people I like. I like to go. I'm searching. I'm going. I'm looking at the Instagram. I'm seeing. Okay, so just that's what's up. What keeps you motivated to continue to act? Like I would say, because we kind of still interested in the beginning stage. So with those rejections, what kept you going to say yes to basically be in a role like Opaque or just in roles in general? What kept you to kind of be like, okay, I'm not gonna give up. Let me continue to, until I get some type of role. How about you, Lil?
I would say is like it's just my dream. It's my dream to do this, and the money too. Like I'm just trying to make it big. So I feel like I'm just
smile when you said money.
Yeah.
Money. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I just feel like my drive is if I feel like I keep doing this, I'm gonna make it big, and I know I'm gonna make it. So that's my drive.
How about you, Mr. Jason?
well, my drive is that I feel like I'm a conqueror. I feel like anything that I put my mind to, I want to execute. I want to excel beyond. And so by me deciding to step into this new challenge, it's fueling me to want to win, right? It's a new challenge. It's like I'm a conqueror, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this to the max level. A lot of my inspirations, though, to keep me going is I watch Denzel, and I'm a fan of Sidney Poitier, right? I love how they carry themselves. Like you never hear no mess about them guys, even though, Sidney has passed away. But those are some of the people that I model behind, But yeah.
Listen, they are giving the Denzel 5-star. I just keeps me motivated. God keeps me, which is God, don't strike me down. That's the best motivation. But I just like the fact that y'all, just gave some real authentic answers. Absolutely. Okay, we might tired of hearing me talk. Friend, you can say the next question. I'm just going.
So we can go ahead and start talking about the film. Now, I personally watched the film. I thought it was wonderful, and my favorite thing is to see Black actors making films that are not fitting the stereotypes that society places on us. I like the fact that we're getting outside of the, quote unquote hood films or just comedies or anything like that. So to actually see something and it be about totally other different things, about survival skills, about what can happen in society, I love to see Black actors doing that. So what drew y'all to this particular role?
I'm gonna say what drew me to the role is I was just, first of all, the director. Shout out to Broderick.
Shout out to
Broderick.
His charisma. I don't know. He just, like, when I was talking to him on a video chat, he just kind of pulled me in when he was describing the story, and I was just like, this would be fun. Let me do this. And Broderick, he is a great director. Again, shout out to Broderick.
For me, when Broderick reached out to talk to me about the Opaque, instantly, because it was something different, to piggyback off what you were saying, because it was something different, I was like, you know what? I want to try this, because I don't want to be, be tired of playing love interests or pretty boys. It was a chance for me to really get gritty, and so, and then a chance for me to be the lead character. Like I haven't had a chance to be the lead character, and so I felt like it would be a great opportunity, and that's what initially drew me in. And then it was Broderick and his passion and the level in which he wanted to take this film, like his drive. Great director. Matter of fact, this guy played all positions. I didn't see him working the camera. I seen him, organizing the catering. So yeah, and so that's kind of what made me want to be a part of the Opaque. And then to meet the actual cast, LJ, and then some of the others like Aya, TC, and just everybody, it was really, really wonderful to work with.
All right, that's great. Look, that's what I said. These answers are just so amazing. But I was gonna say, because kind of piggybacking off what Nia said, I was kind of like the first 30, I'm not even gonna, I'll say like the first 2 minutes. I was kind of like, okay, let me rewind this back, because this is it's what I thought, but it wasn't something that I thought, which I actually enjoyed. I actually liked, and to see that it was like, I'm not gonna tell too much because I want y'all to go, check it out. But to see that it was in the city too, like I can tell, like within the first 2 minutes,
So I heard that old Statesville Road shout out. I was like, okay, I know that. What Statesville Road? They can't mine in Charlotte down the road. Right. I said, okay.
Yeah, so I commend y'all just between the, like you say, the motivation of saying I just want to do something that I feel passionate about, that I feel is my calling. Also, this drew me into, and shout out to the director. I mean, one thing about it, you gotta have some type. I can even tie it in with Kev, like. Of course, they're not going to sit up and be like, I need you, I'm selling, but they're going to say, hey, this is the vision. I feel like you're a great fit for it. Would you be a great, come on with it? So I think, shout out to the director. Shout out for y'all to even just doing something, because it makes me, teary out a little bit, because it reminds me of what me and my friend is doing. So, shout out to that. But I don't want to piggyback off what you said, because you brought up some of your characters, or some of the other characters in the film. Mm-hmm. How was it as far as the process of collaborating together and making this film? And I'm not going to, I like to say, because different age dynamics, different everything. You have different diversities, how was it just coming together for the first day and just be like, okay, we gotta do this? Like, how did that work for your side, and then tell your side? How did that work?
Well, I was fortunate enough to interact with all the cast, so I had scenes with all the cast. But when it came to LJ, I was a little timid at first because it's like I'm older and he's younger, and I had to get really aggressive towards him in the film, and so.
I was kind of mad.
Right, but so it was very tricky, and no,
Right,
but
that's how you know you did a good job. I was upset.
Right, but it was very, very tricky because that's just not who I am. I would never come so harsh towards a kid. But when I got the green light from his parents, his father was like, "Give it to him, go ahead." I turned it up a little bit, and I really was able to get into the character. But he killed it. He kind of, I know I'm the leader, and maybe they supposed to feed off me, but I fed off him. Because he was so good. He had studied his role, and he presented very well. So that the chemistry was good. It was great. So,
based off what you said, I feel like the chemistry between everybody in the cast was great. Like, it was just kind of, we got there, and then it was like instant. Everybody, I could tell. I wasn't in the scene with everybody, but I could just tell, like, interacting with everybody had that same drive, that passion, like, to be great and to want to do this. And I feel like everybody in the cast came to understanding that, like, we want to make this movie great. We want to do our job. I feel like everybody succeeded in that.
So it's coming together, chemistry, and collaborating.
Yeah.
I wish we could do that at my job. I'm just playing.
But I do want to shout out. Aya too, because Aya played my wife, and so we really.
It's a beautiful baby.
And I had to let the director answer that one. But a very, very cute baby that played my baby. Yeah.
This is a beautiful family. I thought it was real.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna mention. Like, we really had great chemistry, and people thought that we probably dated for real, but no, we just had good chemistry. And the same with Brandon, and the same with TC. So everybody, like LJ said.
I don't know who those guys were at the beginning. They had me shook too. Shot them guys, whoever they were.
Marcus and Dale.
Yes.
I had to lay them down.
Yeah, I was kind of like, hold up. I had to actually rewind the film. I said, let me see what it was. It happened so fast. I said, wait a minute. Okay. Yeah.
So shout out to that. I would say, should we do like a little sneak peek? Show the people maybe what's going on?
Most definitely. So y'all can see, get a little teaser of what we see.
Please do.
It's been 54 days since it happened. Since the world stopped. Things shut down. Then came the panic. Chaos. Some places got quiet. Others got worse. Scavenging, hunting, searching every day became the norm. But I won't drive myself crazy thinking about it. It doesn't matter anymore. The only thing that matters right now is survival.
we gonna continue this train. So real quick, the opaque. 2 words you would describe it, and then 2 words you would describe it.
Oh, so 2 words.
And I'm gonna give 2 words I describe. It's my show.
I would say survival and necessary.
I would say chilling and cool.
I will say, let me stop. You know, I'm just playing. But that's both of those very much make sense after watching it. Very, even how you were saying, you said important. What did you say?
Survival and necessary.
Necessary. Okay, that's where I got important from, which is very necessary. And I think
You're trying to survive to get the necessity.
listen, it's very necessary, but even that necessary as far as seeing how we tied in, seeing a different type of role it is very necessary for the city, it being in Charlotte. So I like that, and even how you said chilling. It is very chilling. It's got that.
He was chilling, even though under high, it was a lot of stuff going on, but he was still very relaxed in the movie. He wasn't like his character was going through, like he was yelling at him, he did up the blicky on him and everything. And he's still he's calm. He's calm and he's doing what he's supposed to do. So he stayed relaxed. And, like a true professional would do.
And I just did that because, of course, our audience was able to see a little sneak peek. So maybe if just them watching it and then going back, they can kind of tie back and see those 4 words that y'all described. But that's what's up. How would you say your overall experience? I'm not even going to say with the film. We're going to tie back into the director. Even though we talked about him so much, and he's so great, we're going to talk about him a little bit more. As far as with the director, just your overall experience with him, and is the overall experience, just I would say within the, what is it called? I'm not an actor, so let me think about the word. The set, the experience with you and the experience with the set with him. How would you kind of describe that?
Well, I had a chance to come on board at the beginning when it was still on paper and still being edited while it was on paper as far as the script. And so to see it develop from paper to actually being the film, which you guys have seen, it was amazing. It made me feel like this guy is a man of his word, right? He made this thing come to life, and I was impressed because not too many times you find people who mean what they say and say what they mean. You see what I'm saying? And so, and the fact that he delivered how he said he would, and actually beyond, because I was kind of impressed how it all came out to be a short film. So I would definitely work with him again on any other project that he brings about, as long as he don't kill me off.
Now that be the worst when they kill you out. It's like, I ain't got no job next week.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Quick question. Fun fact, somebody, can you file for unemployment if you sign back? We're gonna ask that later. That's a very, very interesting question. But how about for you, as far as the set and your experience with the director?
I say it was really fun doing all the scenes, but also to Broderick, he is a very great director. Like I said, Jason said, he would get around, work behind the camera, show how to do the scene. He was very serious and wanted to get the job done, and he got it done fast and quick, but he made it fun. It was a very fun and great experience on set.
That's great. We love, I would say, because I don't know, I think we're in this era, everybody want to be a boss, everybody want a boss, which is great. You are all your own boss in your own way, but I don't mind working under people, especially if it's something that I can feel like we can both learn and grow and have a great vision. So it's something how you just said, like I said, I tied back within myself, and I'm pretty sure everybody working under somebody, when they can say it and they do it, it's like, wow, they really are a person of their word.
Especially when it feels less like working for somebody and them guiding you. Yeah. Like I said, got a whole bunch of knowledge and information that I'm pretty sure y'all learned, and vice versa. Y'all went through that journey together. So
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
So we're gonna kick away Jason. We're gonna kick away you. Tell us about your character in the film. Like, tell us about, because I know your character.
Mhm.
Not a fan.
No, why are you saying that?
No, see, I'm
saying that
watching you. I'm just
He had to do what he had to do for his family. I'm
but
confused. Why
that's
he the bad
the
guy?
acting. The acting is great. That's just, you see, I did not like Precious. I did not like Monique and Precious. But that's what I'm
But she
saying.
got an Oscar.
That's how great the acting was. So I'm just making jokes though. But as far as your character, can you tell us about your character?
Yeah. So Will, he gets it done. He do what he has to do for his family. You know, and I admire Will in his courage and his by any means necessary attitude. You know, I don't want to kill, but I will kill to feed my family. Right? I will kill to stay alive. Right? And so I admire that about Will, and I like how he can go from rough and rugged and dangerous to loving with his baby and his wife. It's like he switched, to be that, to still be what he needs to be for his family. And so, yeah, I admire Will for that.
Shout out to Will.
Yeah, shout out to Will.
And I was just joking. I liked Will, but like you said, as far as the raw emotions of you yelling at the kid, then you going from the family, it was like, wow, like this. Will took me through it, and then I felt bad for you when you was getting with the people when they started beating.
Will is technically a serial killer
Right.
too. Because he was
But look though, look. Let me say this though. But look, everywhere I turn, somebody's trying to take advantage of me or kill me, right? So let me just clear the record when it comes to LJ or CJ, his character. Now, I had just got jumped. It was like I was in a state where I couldn't trust anybody. I was bleeding. And I was, and I tried to find shelter, right? And I'm, and the whole time I'm trying to get away from anybody who maybe follow me after I just killed these two guys. And so when I get to this warehouse, I'm chilling, and all of a sudden I hear this noise. And I'm like, who is this? So automatically I'm like, it's the guys that, maybe they're crew, they're goons that's coming for me. So I get in defense mode. And so even when the kid come out, I'm like, is he just a kid or is somebody else with him? Because Dale and Marcus, they tried to play me, right? He was like, oh, I just want to get something out of my bag, and I want to show you this map. And then all of a sudden this guy sneaks up behind me and put a gun to my head. So it's like being nice is out the window now.
Right.
I don't know who CJ is and what he got for me. So that's why I was so aggressive. And that's why, I just had to be on point. I didn't want to get jumped again. I didn't want to get killed. So
How about CJ? Tell us about CJ.
CJ is obviously a young kid, but he's very brave. Like you said, Will was cussing at him, pointing a gun at him, and he was very calm and very not too much in his emotions. Like, he was very brave. But I feel like that CJ, he's very mischievous. He sneaks out. I
was gonna say we finna get on YouTube.
That was gonna be my next question. I was like, did they trust him just to go out alone from the community, or did he sneak out? He snuck you, so you snuck out.
Yeah.
He definitely snuck out.
I peeped that after a while. I'm like, who?
Why did you guys say?
And then I'm like, did the people, have the boy in it, telling him to come to my land? I don't know. I wasn't liking that, but I said we'll see. To be continued. We'll just have to see. But at first I'm like, oh, I feel so sorry. But then after a while, I'm like, he got the what are they called? I don't know. Are they called the telegram? I don't know what the paper he gave you. What was that?
The code.
Oh, Morse code.
Morse code.
I was just like, I don't know. Definitely. It's something with both of them, actually. With that baby too, I don't trust that baby either. The baby
Who was the baby? I'm curious about the baby.
Everybody get on the wall. But that's what's up, y'all. I really love that you kind of embodied your character. Would you say that you kind of had to embody the character, kind of put Jason to the side, put Little to the side, and
what did y'all have to tap into to actually become those characters?
That's a good question.
And real quick, we could tie this also in. How did you prepare for that warehouse scene between y'all two? as far as like tie that into preparing for the character and then y'all actually interacting in the warehouse?
So me preparing for that character, I had to pull from my days in Alabama. Right, me growing up in the woods, swimming in the creeks, living off the lands. It was all kind of plums and blackberries and just pears, anything that you want at your fingertips. And so I really lived that nature life when I was young. And so since Will was out in the woods scavenging and surviving, it kind of made me dive back into it when I was in Alabama as a youngster. Also, too, trying to make that character come to life, I had to think about it like, Jason, for real, like in real life, what would you do in this situation? How would you be? And I need you to become that, right? If you really had somebody that you loved and you cared about and you had to protect them, what would you do? Think about your own kids. Think about your own girl, your own wife. What would you do? And I got into that mindset and I stayed there. And so even when we was on set and you have people laughing and joking and playing, I separated myself from that because even on break, I wanted to stay in that mode, right? I wanted to live Will, right? Even when I'm off the set, I was trying to live Will. So yeah.
I could say maybe was it a little different? You being like younger, or no? AJ in a factor. You would feel. How would you feel about that?
I'm sneaky in real life, so
Yeah.
I know about the character.
I feel like I didn't really have to tap in anything. It was it all came natural to me. I feel like it was the same thing that Jason said. It was kind of like put yourself in that situation. What would you do? And I kind of really tapped into that. And also the chemistry between me and Jason was kind of, when we got into the warehouse scene, it was just like instant. It was there. We didn't really have to do too many takes. And we just had it. Like it was already there.
Yeah, and I forgot about that. So when we actually, the first shot, we really just let it loose. The chemistry was there. Where as far as Kelvin Edwards, he's dope with the camera. Shout out to Kevin. But he just like kept going. And I think at one point Broderick wanted to stop it, but Broderick was like, no, let him go, because the dynamics was there. It was amazing scene, amazing chemistry on the first go. So yeah.
That's what's up. That's great. We love. I think natural chemistry is the best. Of course,
Absolutely.
just I can say from like I wouldn't say I wouldn't consider us movie gurus, but me and friend love a scary movie. We don't watch all the scary movies, and I can tell you, I'm being serious. I feel like there's no scary movie we haven't watched. But one thing I love the fact is I feel like when it just being an audience, it just feel better. Like when the chemistry's just there, and when it's just real, and when it just feel like, hey, y'all just mushed together. It makes us as the audience be like, okay, this feel like, even though we know it's fake. But like I said, just tying back to how I was saying Monique and even your character, it's like you start to cheer for them, then you start to be mad at them, then you start to love them. Like, so that's what I love, the fact that y'all were just able to interact with each other, have the chemistry, prepare for the role, like a school, like a regular, like assignment. You literally did your assignment. And it's kind of, not saying it's funny, but it's like then you just snap back out. Now you become Jason. Now you become Lil. You just chilling. You back to your normal self.
Absolutely.
So that's what's up. That makes me think about my career. No, I'm just playing. I couldn't.
You can be no actor.
I could.
You could? Okay.
I don't know.
You got personality, so you can make it work.
I don't know. Like, you just. I'm just, gosh, y'all, so great. But Opaque, I would say, what do you think the audience could look forward towards? Like, I'll say two parts within the future. Like, can we look something towards the future, and also within just the first episode? What can you say for the people that haven't watched it? What can they look forward towards? Just the show in general. And can we look something forward towards the future? Like, can we?
It better be, because it most definitely needs a part 2.
I was going to say, to continue. I need that part.
I think if you haven't watched Opaque, you need to go watch it. It's a great film. And I feel like if you haven't watched it yet and you want to see what's going to happen in the future, what you should look forward to, you should look forward to seeing like what is the Opaque, what's really happening inside the Opaque, and really trying to figure out and dive into the movie and to the characters, seeing how Will is gonna survive. Is he gonna survive? What he's gonna do? My character CJ, what's next for him? Who knows? Let's see.
Let's see. How about you? What can we get a little like? Well, as if a person, if I'm not, if I haven't, because Kev was just like, "Hey, watch," and I was like, "Whoa." So if a person, what can they expect? Like, and or can we not and or, but can we also expect some stuff in the future?
I think the audience can expect to, well, I can say they need, what they will get is the feeling of empathy and sympathy. And I say that because they'll put themselves in the shoes of the characters and get a sense of why they did what they did. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And say, hey, if I was in that position, would I do the same thing? You know? But as far as the future, I feel like there's definitely something coming. And the director has this strange way of doing things, and he is not going to let us into what's coming. So I don't even know what's coming, but I know something is brewing. I know he's been working behind the scene on getting stuff together for the feature film. So I'm just like, yeah, what's next? What's to come? You know, so hopefully we'll get something from him sooner or later. So
that's great. And kind of to tie that back into the like, what do we expect and what's the future? Can you say your overall experience? Let's just throw it out there in front of his face too. How would you say your overall filming was?
Right, the overall experience was great. You know, everybody showed up. I mean, Broderick had everything organized and structured. He fed us. He made sure that he gave us guidance when we needed the guidance. Like I said, the cast and the crew was on point. Like A1 Day One, shout out to them. They did a great job. The catering, down to the catering, especially on that last day, Broderick's people put together some food for us, like some real deal food that was really, really good. So it was fun. It was fun. And like I said, I would do it again if he did something else. I'll be a part of that as well.
Yeah, I like to say it was a fun experience. It was great. I mean, Broderick is a great director. Like Jason was saying, trying to lend a little bit into that. Like if you messed up, he would show you, like kind of with my character CJ with the gun. I didn't know a lot about how to use that. So he kind of showed me like the maneuvers and how to like kind of scope around the area with it, and a lot tying into that. But also like the food. The food was great. The catering. I definitely was, yeah, shout out. I was definitely fed. And I think altogether it was a fun experience, especially on set. It was my first time doing something, and I feel like it was a great first experience for me.
Even down to Daenerys, makeup artist, and my girl Mariah, who was helping with the directing and organizing. So shout outs to them. I don't want to forget people, but they really stuck out to me. But everybody, Alex was a part of it. No, I'm not going to get into calling names, because if I leave somebody out, they're going to be mad at me. But just everybody was amazing.
I want to ask a question. We just love to throw out names. I'm not pointing elbows, but anybody in particular? Do y'all want to just? Because you brought up Denzel, you brought up a couple influences, but I do kind of see somebody in the room, and I just I don't know if you want to shout them out, but any influences or anything that could. I know Neil, like really. Any influences or anybody that has helped contribute, I would say, to your success and to you falling into the role with Broderick and I'm talking about Broderick. Just how any type of influence, guidance, or anything you can think of. Little.
I would say like actor influence.
Actor,
yeah.
Family.
I would say first shout out to my dad, my mom, my whole family. They definitely helped me, especially my dad. He my manager, so he definitely helped me out every situation. He there for me. And I would also like to say for like actor influence, it kind of got me into acting. I feel like comedians like Ryan Reynolds, Eddie Murphy, Adam Sandler, kind of like in there. But I would say that I'm gonna be one of the greats, and I'm gonna be better than all of them. So.
That's a black king that was raised by a black king. Shout that out. And then for you, any influences, any to, kind of lead you to where you are now? Any?
To answer honestly, there has been many people to throw me an assist on my journey. And it's too many people to name, down to the lady who gave me my first fashion show, or the lady who believed in me enough to sign me, knowing that I'm a Daisy Fresh rookie. So it's just been so many people who have just contributed, and I like to, give thanks to all those people who has helped me on this journey. Outside of that, it's just been me finding the willpower, the strength to keep going, because it's like I did join the game a little late, and so a lot of people in this area, they look at me like, oh, he must be nuts to try this, to jump out there and do this. And so with that being said, you have to earn your support, earn your applause. And so a lot of times when I have something and I invite people out and they don't show, it's because they don't understand. I got to make them believe. I don't, and then you know how it is. People don't jump on the bandwagon until they see you winning.
I still got to remind my mom.
Yeah. And, but see, but see, since I know that, it's like I'm not upset. It doesn't make me get in my feelings. I got a purpose. I got a drive. So
Jalen Hurst said, I had a purpose before they had a thing.
There you go. I like that. So,
but that's just something I kind of like to throw that in, because I think it's nothing better than kind of getting to give gratitude and just thanks to, because sometimes what about me, man? I got you. I'm gonna shout you out. So that's why I kind of just had to, throw that in. And I love that. Real quick, any like upcoming projects, anything that y'all got going on personally, even with Mr. Broderick? Anything, any upcoming projects, some things you want to kind of shout out for the people to know? I was on your page a little bit. And was it, you got something going on with BET, don't you?
Yes. So first, let me say the Opaque feature film coming soon. Super, super, super happy to continue the story. And then yes, BET original movie called Soul of a Sister. I played Darren Blackstone. I am the villain of the story. So you guys are going to probably walk away hating me, but I had a great time filming that film there. It will release on BET on March 27th. It's called Soul of a Sister, Darren Blackstone. Also, for you guys in Charlotte, if you want to come to my premiere, I'm having a premiere on March 15th at the Independent House here in Charlotte. So please come out, support, be a part of the red carpet. It's a BET back event and hosted by me. So come out. Yeah.
Come out, support Jason.
Absolutely.
All right, you too. I sleep on yours. You multi-talented.
Yep.
Let's start out there. You play sports.
Yeah, I do
You
a
do a
little bit of everything.
You do, and I like that. That's
A honor student. I play a lot of sports, football, basketball. I'm everywhere. But I like to say, like Jason said, go once the feature film comes out the Opaque, go check that out. If you want to see me, which you obviously do, go check that out.
Fresh.
Absolutely.
Definitely fresh. But anything coming up or anything?
Not at the moment, no, no new projects. But like, yeah, go shout out my Instagram, LJ's Little World. Go check that out. So,
and my IG is JJinks05. That's JENKS05.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much.
Thank y'all.
This was so fun.
Thank you for having us.
Just getting to know y'all, getting to actually talk to the people that I was watching on screen, because it's like, oh my gosh, they're like TV stars. They're doing their thing, and I'm just here asking them. And I didn't want to get it too much all personal in your business, but I think it kind of helps the people to get to know just a little sense of the actual person, the character, the director, the people, the environment, just so we can kind of all tie back in when we're watching it. Nothing's better. I love hearing the story of how things come. But that's me.
Absolutely.
We're like,
it's so good to see people actually from Charlotte doing these type of things. To see people are filming movies and filming short films, and people are acting and getting this type of platform is excellent. I hope that somebody watches this to see that it's possible. We have stuff going on in this city, so we're so happy to have y'all.
Very, very happy.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Absolutely. And I'll say, y'all, please go check out the Opaque. It is on YouTube. You can also follow Mr. Broderick on IG and just everything. I don't know if the film itself has a page, but I know maybe pretty sure that'll get the rolling. But yeah, please go check out Opaque. Also, of course, you can catch us here, Konnected Radio, Konnected with E. I'm your host, Maya.
I'm her co-host, Nia No Long.
Shout out Nia No Long. Shout out to Nia Long too. I was gonna say Nia No Long. Lord have mercy. She's an actress. Just had to shout that out. And thank y'all so much, Jason. Thank you so much, LJ.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys were great. Appreciate it.